All right, hello. So let's say you finished watching video 3A. What time is it right now? All right, 7:44. Okay, I got 10 minutes. I can do this. Next thing will be, this was the first video. What happens when the exponents are not in descending order, right? These were in descending order, right? It was 2, 1, 0. 3, 2, 1, x to the 0, right? Isn't there an x to the 0 here? There is an x to the 0 there. Here you did those problems. You see, it's not in descending order. It's x to the third. There is no x squared, no x to the 1. I mean, you could show it like this, right? And that's what you did. So now for video 3b, what happens if we get some remainder that is not 0? Okay, so honestly, this will be the easiest thing. You'll just see it and then it'll be that's it. And then we're done with lesson dividing polynomials, okay? You see, every example we've done in class, we got 0 as the final answer, right? Even for this one, right? We got 0. But one thing you have to understand is, what does that 0 mean, okay? And we kind of talked about it in class, and yeah, so let me clarify something, right? So let's say if you have the number 36, right? And if I asked you what numbers go inside 36, okay? What numbers go inside 36? Well, okay, there's 1, there's 2, there's 3, there's 4, there's 6, there's 9, there's 12, there's 18, and there's 36. Am I missing anything? No. Okay. So these are called the what? These are the factors of 36, like the 1, the 2, the 3, the 4, the 6, the 9. These are all factors of 36. Why? They go in, these numbers go in, they go in evenly into 36. And we're going to see what that means. That concept of evenly is going to come back to this remainder 0. So, and I'll explain that right now. So like, let's say if you take your 36 and take any number here. If you divide 36 by any number here, what happens? Let's say you choose 12. What is 36 divided by 12? It's 3. 3 times 12 is 36. And what do you get? You get 0. You get remainder 0. But also you have to understand is, this is, to get 36, that's the same as 12 times 3 plus 0. That's the remainder, some plus 0. And then you get 36. Okay, and this concept, bear with me. It seems a little confusing because you haven't seen it like this before, but it will make sense towards the end of this video. So let's take a look at the next one. Let's say if you do 36 divided by, I don't know, whichever number. Let's say you do divided by 4. You get, this is 9. 9 times 4 is 36. And you subtract, and you get remainder 0. Right? And that's the same as 4 times 9 plus 0. Okay? And that is 36. Let's say you choose some number that is not a factor. And it has to be, that number is less than 36. So it has to be between 1, some number between 1 and 36, and it's not one of these numbers. Okay? Let's see what happens. Let's say you choose 5. Okay? Let's see what happens. If you have 36 divided by 5, how many times does 5 go into 36? It goes in 7 times, right? And 7 times 5 is 35. And you subtract. You get 1. You get remainder 1. So one thing you have to understand is 12 goes evenly into 36 because you have remainder 0. There's no remainder. 4 goes evenly into 36. Any one of these numbers goes in evenly. If you were to divide any one of these numbers by 36 divided by any of these numbers, you get remainder what? You always get remainder 0. That's going to be an extremely important concept. So here, you do not get remainder 0. You get remainder 1. 5 does not go in evenly into 36. But notice that 5 times 7 plus 1 is 36, right? It is 36. So let's see what happens. Let's pick a problem. Let's pick a, let's see. This is going to be on your quiz. Let's say you pick 3x cubed plus 3x minus 3 and divide that by x minus 2, okay? Let's take this example. Okie dokie. So let's just do this one together. If you do, how many times does x go into 3x cubed? This goes in 3x squared times 3x squared times x is 3x cubed. 3x squared times minus 2 is minus, I just realized these are not what? Not in descending order. Not in descending order. So what should we do? 3x cubed plus 3x minus 3 is also equal to what? 3x cubed plus 0x squared plus 3x minus 3. Remember, you're going to have that 0x squared because when we multiply these two together, you're going to get what? You're going to get that negative 6x squared, right? But you can't do this, right? You can't do 3x minus negative 6x squared. They're not like terms. So let's, instead of this, let's put this. Okay, so you have 3x cubed plus 0x squared plus 3x minus 3, all divided by x minus 2. And then we'll go back. How many times does x go into 3x cubed? It goes in 3x squared times. 3x squared times x is 3x cubed. 3x squared times the negative 2 is negative 6x squared. And oh look, they're matching. I mean, they're in the same same row. So here, you do your famous parentheses, parentheses, minus, and underline. So 3x cubed minus 3x cubed, this is 0, right? I mean, this, you know, just cancels. And now what is 0 minus a minus 6x squared? This will be positive 6x squared, right? And what's our new technique? Bring everything down. So plus 3x and minus 3. Okay. What do? Ask yourself, how many times does x go into 6x squared? It goes in positive 6x times. Because 6x squared divided by x is 6x. So 6x times x is 6x squared. 6x times minus 2 is minus 12x, right? And then parentheses, parentheses, minus, okay? This cancels. What is 3 minus a minus 12? This will be 15x. Bring down the minus 3, right? Okay, now what? How many times does x go into 15x? It goes in positive 15 times, right? So 15 times x is 15x, and then 15 times minus 2 is negative 30. Uh-oh. You could already tell, all right, well, not yet, right? Let's see. So 15 times negative 2 is negative 30. So here you do parentheses, parentheses, minus, and now you have 15x minus 15x. This cancels, and then what do you get? You get negative 3 minus 30, minus a minus 30. This is plus 30. So this is minus 3 plus 30, and that's equal to negative, that's equal to 27, right? So this is 27. But wait, we don't have 0, right? And how do you know, like when you finish these questions, your natural instinct was, oh, we finished the question because we have 0. When do you finish, when do you know you're finished? When you have nothing to bring down. You have nothing to bring down. And here we have nothing else to bring down. So here we have 27. So what does that mean? All it means is that this is the remainder. This is the remainder. So when we multiplied this, you got 3x squared. So let's go back 1 second. When we had this, right? We had this question right here. 36 divided by 5 was 7. And then you got remainder 1. But that was equal to what? 5 times 7, it was these two, plus the remainder. You know, that happens with anything. Let's say if you have 27 divided by 4, right? 27 divided by 4, how many times does 4 go into 27? It goes in 6 times, right? And that 6 times 4 is 24, and you subtract and you get 3. You have nothing to bring down. This is your remainder. But this 27 is equal to what? It's equal to 4 times 6 plus 3, right? So we're going to do that same concept here. This 3x cubed plus, well, now we don't need to write the 0x squared. We could just go back to the original. 3x cubed plus 3x minus 3 is equal to what? It's equal to this x minus 2 times this 3x squared plus 6x plus 15. And you're thinking, oh, just put plus 27, right? Plus 27. You know, the same thing we did over here. You know, you just did plus 3. No, we're just going to write plus 27. Very close. All you need to do is, instead of plus 27, all you do is plus 27 over what? Over what? What do you think it will be? It'll just be over this. Over the thing you're dividing. Over 27x minus 2. And if you want, as a class, we can do this. If you multiply this plus this polynomial times this polynomial, whatever that is, and then you take that, and then you add this, you will get this. And I'm not going to show it in the video because I don't have time. I'll show that in class. But anytime you get a remainder, all the answer is this times this plus whatever remainder you get, and that remainder is always over the divisor. That's the divisor, right? Remember, if we have, well, I'll explain this in class. I don't want to confuse you too much, okay? So once you finish this video, let's see. Yeah. So this was the quiz. This was quiz question number 1. What was the answer? Right. Yeah, it was just this. You know, that was the answer. Right? You see, it was 3x squared plus 6x plus 15 plus 27 over x minus 2. And that was this answer here. That was this one. Okay? Alright, I hope that video helped. We are done. No more dividing polynomials. Yay! Okay, I'll see you.